going on, everybody? Yo, man, leave a like, leave a comment, follow your boy. Let's get right into it, man. Yo, I finally watched Bel-Air season 4 episode 6. Yes, I know the show is completed, but again, I'm watching it at my own pace. It's crazy how they dropped the last 3 episodes literally last week in one day. It's crazy. But you guys already know what we like to do here, man. We like to go through all the best moments, starting with number 4. Hands down, it gotta go to, we finally get a chance to see the freaking picture of Congresswoman Regina that Aunt Viv was painting. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, they've been talking about this painting forever. Okay, she's been doing it. She's been stressed out. You know, she couldn't fly to Washington, D.C., you feel me, to showcase the painting. So guess what your girl Hillary did? She done brought Congresswoman Regina to the crib to showcase the painting. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really funny because, you know, this episode, honestly, this was a really good character episode, because this whole episode was just on the premise of just like relieving stress, you know, making your own choices or whatever. Like, don't be scared to talk about your feelings, basically. And when they, you know, revealed the painting, and then freaking Regina saw it, and she's like, yo, what is this? I don't like this. And Unveil's like, yo, I'm just showcasing your softer side. She's like, I don't know what that is. But it was cool because, again, they basically did a lot of reflecting. Like, yo, like, I was just brought up, like, my mom just basically told me, be indestructible, you know what I mean? And like, the world tried to bend you over, you bend the world over yourself, okay? And it was really a good moment to see how they reflected on each other. Basically, you know, they being black women, you know, their moms had to teach them, you feel me, to be like that, because it is a crazy society. And I can only imagine back in the day, you know, when they was growing up on top of that. So it was cool that they had a touching moment. And again, you know, to ease up a bit, you feel me, show your more softer side, as what Aunt Viv said. All right, moment number 3, hands down, gotta go to your boy Big Willie Style. He gets accepted to another school, and he's going back home to Philly. So we already know out the gate, he didn't want to, you know, stay at that university that he did get that full ride scholarship to, because again, the coach told him, hey, look, bro, I don't give a damn about your future. I care about winning games, and that's what we about. So of course now Will, you know, he's not so much involved in the basketball. Like, he see other things. Like, he wants to, you know what I'm saying, run businesses, be a CEO, which is phenomenal, dog. Think long term, and I'm loving that. He went through a great character development throughout this whole show. I love that. And honestly, I love the fact they showed us freaking flashbacks of when he was a kid, and he was hella smart back then. Big Willie Style was hella smart, okay? He was acing math, doing his thing, you feel me? And I just love that. He got accepted to Bel-Air Academy, which I didn't even know that, bro. Like, that was crazy, okay? You know, whatever he put his mind to, he can do it. Will is a go-getter, and I just love that, dog. He making phone calls. He had this whole freaking murder board of all the people that he was trying to contact, and everybody was turning them down, except for a few people. And he was able to, you know what I'm saying, get it in. Also, too, I love the scene where he was trying to talk to Mr. Cunningham, right? You know, Mr. Cunningham don't want no parts of Will, because he helped host that party and the boys got arrested. So he's like, bro, I ain't fucking with you. You need to get up out of here. And we're like, bro, like, dog, like, just hear me out. And then guess who saved the day? The goddamn janitor, Mrs. Frankie. And it's dope because it just shows, dog, like, you could be nice to, you know what I'm saying, to people, and you don't know how you making their day, and that person will always remember that, and they may go the extra mile for you. Literally, it just takes a simple how you doing, you ask a person about their day, and she expressed that. She's like, yo, all these kids walk past me, but him, he talked to me, he asked about my husband, like, it's him. And you better be part of his story, or you don't want to be another hoarder that he has to jump over. Like, what you gonna do? And I just love that. Like, yo, hey, Mrs. Frankie, she came through in the clutch. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro, I was wondering, I'm like, damn, like, they be really emphasizing, he always saying how to, like, damn, like, every episode when he's at Bel-Air Academy, he's always like, hey, what's up, Miss Frankie? Oh, hey man, I'm gonna clean that up. Hey, don't worry about that, Miss Frankie. Like, they keep emphasizing that, and I see why. Moment number 2, hands down, gotta go to, yo, your boy Uncle Phil turned himself in. I'm not gonna lie. At the end of episode 5, bro, I was like, oh my gosh, like, yo, Uncle Phil about to get roped up. He about to serve hella time, okay? But Uncle Phil, he seemed hella calm, cool, and collective. So I'm like, damn, okay, he really is Marty Bird. So he had a game plan. Okay, he pulled up. Even the fans was like, bro, like, what's up with you? Like, nigga, like, this is too easy. Like, what do you, what's your end game? Why now? Okay, why you turning yourself in, man? And he's like, man, look, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, yo, here's all the info, okay? I got a goddamn microphone attached to me. So look, Dominique, you know, she done said some stuff. I got some evidence, like, bro, like, I'm off the hook, man. And then he called up his homeboy, the DEA, okay? So when he pulled up in when he walked up in the room, and the Fed guy was like, you called the DEA? He's like, yeah, that's my partner them, okay? It was dope. But of course, the feds being the feds, bro, in real life, in TV, they always want more, dog. More. That shit gets hella frustrating, bro, okay? He's like, yo, when Uncle Phil tried to be like, hey, I'm up out of here. He's like, nah, sit down. We need more. It ain't enough. We need more information. It's like, damn, even the DA, even his homeboy was like, yo, I think his name was Freddie? I forgot his name. But he's like, yo, like, what's up? Like, my man complied. Okay, he gave me information. They're like, nah, we need a zip tight confession. We need informants. We need the whole 9 yards, bro. You can serve 20 years, okay? We need more. And of course, the person who they want is your boy Jeffrey. And I'm like, damn, dog, why they putting Uncle Phil in this spot, bro? Like, come on, man. Even Uncle Phil don't want to do it. And he's like, we need the guy that make the deposits. When they show that picture of Jeffrey, I'm like, damn. So then later on in the episode, it was crazy, right? They went, Uncle Phil and Jeffrey was sparring. You already know what time it is. Once they put them gloves on, I'm like, yeah, they about to give each other the hands, man. So then they start boxing. And, you know, of course, frustration. It's a lot of unspoken words being said between these two. You feel me? So Uncle Phil told him after, you know, he got, you know, decked body shots or whatever. He's like, bro, I can't protect you, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, help me out. Be an informant, too. This puts Jeffrey in a bad situation, because again, his family all the way in the UK, okay, the syndicate, they own his ass, all right? So I don't know what Jeffrey's gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Uncle Phil had to retaliate, and he had to smack Jeffrey in his mouth, you feel me? Because again, Uncle Phil was getting them paws thrown on him. It was crazy. But again, this moment was insane, man. I'm interested to see, we got 2 episodes left. I'm interested to see how they wrap this up. Crazy. Moment number 1, hands down, gotta go to the conversation that Uncle Phil and Carlton had. Again, this episode was phenomenal when it came to like characters, okay? And it just touches on the fact that, like, man, like, this is your life, okay? You got to make the decisions that you want to do, okay? We get flashbacks of Carlton as a little kid, like all of it, like all the pressure that he had to deal with of trying to get into Bel-Air Academy, trying to live up to his father's standards on what his father, you know, think of him, because his father holds him at a pedestal, right? Hey, you know what I'm talking about, right? But again, that's a lot of pressure, man. And I just love how they showcase that. You know what I mean? And I think freaking Uncle Phil had to send a donation to Bel-Air Academy just to get Carlton ass up in there. Why? Because he bombed the test. But Will done passed that shit with flying colors. But again, even as a kid, man, you know, he felt out of place. Why? He's a little black boy in a predominantly white school. All right, that's a lot of pressure, bro. And even he telling his dad, oh, I would love to go to Princeton. He's basically telling his dad what he wants to hear. You know what I mean? And his dad, blinded Uncle Phil at the time, not really seeing that in that moment in time, you know? And I just love how they was talking, and Carlton was just telling him, like, yo, bro, like, why you put me in that situation? You know what I mean? I learned to fool people, okay? I learned to have people be more comfortable while I'm uncomfortable, okay? I let white boys say the N-word a little bit too much, okay? I let a lot of things slide, okay? Just to basically impress you, to make you feel as if I'm accepted from you. And Uncle Phil's like, yo, enough of that, all right? This is your future, all right? And the fact that now you making choices on your own, I did a good job. And I love that moment, man. That was a phenomenal moment that Carlton now is really taking ownership of his own life. So now, to me, it makes a lot of sense now from, you know, season 1 Carlton, how he was like such an a-hole and all the things and all the shenanigans he was doing and just getting on Will's nerves. And it just showcased all of that. It all started as a kid with him living up to all the pressures of his dad, bruh. Like, it was just crazy. And then I just love the fact that Carlton admitted to Will, he's like, yo, Will, bro, like, bro, you've been impressing me. I've been looking up to you since day 1. Of course, you was going to get accepted to another school. Of course, bro, you a go-getter, bro. You inspire me, man. And all Will can do is just laugh. Like, hey, bro, it's all good, man. Like, come on, man, you good. Yeah, and it's true. Will is such a phenomenal character. You know what I mean? Like, he really is a phenomenal character. And his energy just rubs off on people. And I love how Carlton's like, bro, like, man, look, I love you, dog. Like, you inspire me, dog. Like, I want to do better, man, because of you. And it's just a dope moment. Again, this was a nice, quiet episode. But again, I'm gonna do videos on the last 2 episodes. Again, I know I'm moving hella slow, but I'm sorry, you guys. It's the holidays, all right? But thank you guys for watching. You guys let me know, like, what was the best moment of tonight's episode? Well, not tonight's episode, of episode number 6. But thank you guys for watching. I'm out.